All right. So I am going to continue on with the videos, finishing this book because, this will be the book, this will be the first one that I finish. Can you hack the mind of God? It's a short book, but that's why it will be the first one that I finish. And I left off the last video talking about the Onironaut, and how that's a dream traveler, someone that travels in dreams, has lucid waking in dreams, and has the power to affect reality, like with their dreams, through their dreams. Like that's what Onironauts can do, is they can affect reality through dreams. And that's the same concepts of what, like, reality manipulation, which was contained in the secret societies, like how to do that. Freemasons, Templars, Illuminati all knew about reality manipulation, but obviously that secret was corrupted, and those organizations were corrupted, except for the Pythagorean Illuminati. That they are the ones, and they are the Illuminati. They are the enlightened ones, and they are not corrupted. And they know the secrets, of how to manipulate reality, like change reality. And it's funny because, like, people will be like, well, if the Illuminati, if the enlightened ones know the secrets of how to change this whole thing, then why don't they just change it? Well, actually, they've definitely been working on that, but it does take about 10% of the collective to create something new collectively, like part of the dream. So that's one thing that's known, because they are a secret society that are already living in this reality that I have been explaining for the past 8 years. And obviously what they're doing is they are looking to bring people, society up, to where they are, like through merit, through knowledge, through the craft of knowledge, through enlightenment. And that's what this is all about, is enlightening the minds of the masses to the truth. Like, each individual mind knows of its divinity, like experiences the experience to allow it to know of its divinity, which is actually what the Matrix is. It's like they actually, the Illuminati said it's called the ludus, or the game. The Greek referred to it as like the game, the ludus, because it is life. There's meaning, purpose to life. What you experience is like an RPG. Like, that's actually what it is, and you're a role player in this universe. Like, it's as simple as that. And if you know the laws of the universe and stuff, and what's going, you can actually bend the laws. If you have the knowledge of how things work. And that's what I'm starting to understand with finding the Illuminati, and learning about the knowledge, like because what people perceive as reality, that actually can be broken. What you think is possible, or what you think is not possible, is actually possible. So, and UFOs are definitely a an indication of that. So it's time for the consciousness of the world to start, contemplating about these things, like things that are not going on the three-dimensional level, like things that are going on beyond the Matrix. So the next chapter is called The Dream Seeker Society. The secret society that seeks to hack the mind of God is called the Cimmerian Illuminati. The members trace their origins to the mysterious people known as the Cimmerians. The ancient Greeks believed in a great ocean, Oceanus, that circled the world. On the far side of the ocean, far from civilization, was Chimera, a land of permanent fog and darkness. The sun never shone there. Chimera was beyond the gates of the sun. The Greeks, who initially believed in a flat earth, imagined the sun coming out of a gate in the east and traveling across the sky before descending into a gate in the west and then journeying under the earth, back to the eastern gate, ready for a new day. The sun never got as far as Chimera in the very far west, and so Chimera never saw any light. So, obviously, the Illuminati are revealing the secret society that is seeking to hack the mind of God, which is called the Cimmerian Illuminati. And, they talk about the Greeks and how they, the Greeks were operating from bicameral mind, with a more of a merge between the mental, physical, and the physical realm. So their world was much more like much more inclusive of the unseeable than our world is today, because it's ruled by the paradigm of scientific materialism. So this is, the Illuminati are always trying to bring people back into, a right-brained, out of the left-brain hemisphere, but also being left-brained too, because they logically and reasonably explain everything. And then plus they are able to scientifically switch over to the right brain, which is, they actually wrote a book called The Right Brain God, to obviously get back to how God is contained fully contained in the right brain. That's why we see art, brilliant inventions, all that stuff. And that comes from the soul and the mind, in the freedom of the soul and the mind. So, the whole thing about the Cimmerians, being in darkness, the way to enlightenment is actually through the darkness. And what I've actually found is, through shutting your eyes and being in darkness, you are in a whole new world, you know what I'm saying? Because you are shutting out the light and you get to experience the darkness. And the more you conquer the darkness, the more you will be able to integrate both worlds. So, Chimera was next to the land of sleep and dreams, and that mysterious land was next to the greatest mystery of all, the land of the dead. The Cimmerian Illuminati said they were only the people able to enter these strangest of worlds and return unscathed. They were the people of darkness and shadows and could venture into all the dark and shadowy places. Yet they dreamt of a place called Hyperborea, a place of permanent light. One must be the master of both dark and light, as Jung said. In order to know the light, we must first experience the darkness. And I'm definitely one of the Cimmerian Illuminati because, I have gone through the shadow work in my life, and obviously going through the shadow work, the shadow work is so you get led to the light, which is Hyperborea or Empyrean, which is God's home in the dream. That's what the great work is all about. And that's what the Illuminati are the ones that have done the great work. And that's becoming God. So, and that's, and when you become God, you know what God knows. Because you only know what God knows. So, the Cimmerian Illuminati became experts in exploring the domain of sleep and dreams, and the boldest of them went all the way into Hades, the world of the dead. These were the Death Walkers, not just the Dream Walkers. They were steeped in both out-of-body experiences, OBEs, and near-death experiences, NDEs. So this is saying that the enlightened ones are the ones that have gone the other side and, experienced like dreams with people from the dead, because you're obviously in the world of the dead when you're experiencing those experiences. And I know I've multiple experiences with meeting people from this life that have passed on, like my grandparents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends. I've definitely been one of the ones that gone in the world of Hades, but then are able to come back with their experience, which is what the Cimmerian Illuminati, or the Illuminati, or the Pythagorean Illuminati are the secret society of, because they are the dream secret society. They are the Neuronauts that are exploring the unseen, the unknown, the ungraspable, the unexplainable, but being able to grasp it, being able to explain it, and that's what they're doing in all of these books with this knowledge. So, and if you can come back with what you dreamed, you came back with knowledge from the other side. So that definitely does make you psychic. And you can get information that's not known in the physical realm, in the supernatural. The entrance to Hades was in the sacred grove of Persephone, Queen of Death, full of black and barred willow and poplar trees. The descent into the underworld led to the meadow of asphodel, a particularly unattractive gray wildflower or weed normally found on graves and around tombs. Everything in the meadow was as dreary as the plant. It's obviously talking about the world of death, the underworld, which is a place that because there's underworld, there's overworld, there's mid-earth, there's earth world, the world we're in, and then there's overworld, which includes underworld, world, and overworld, and that's a book that they wrote too. a dream world. Dream world is what includes the three worlds: overworld, underworld, and the world. Because you, in your dreams, you can experience the most amazing things that you could imagine, that you could not explain, like flying, teleporting, doing telekinesis, amazing things, seeing just things that are not three-dimensional, like just beautiful. Like there was one time where I saw, like I was in this beautiful field, like an Elysian field. Like I was in that beautiful Elysian field, and I saw these like structures, and they had these like oscillating like lights going around them that were actually, it was amazing. And that was definitely me experiencing overworld. And then I've experienced underworld, which you experience the dead meeting with the dead. You experience like nightmares and stuff there. A lot of the past stuff, like it's part of the whole reality, and then it all, like, once you're able to be the master of all these worlds and understanding them, then you become the master of two worlds, which is part of the hero's journey. And this is all illumination. You know what I'm saying? This is like me studying like 8 years of illumination, and linking everything together. All the knowledge with all the concepts, all the philosophy, all the psychology, all the science, all the mathematics, all the metaphysics, all the religion, all the politics, all the economics. You know what I'm saying? Into a grand unified theory of everything. That is what illumination is. And if you are ready to receive that, it is a mystery religion. So you get you grow by degrees. That's why there's degrees in the mystery religions. Is you grow by degrees. But if you're watching this, you have gotten knowledge of a very high degree. Of actually the highest degree. So the Chimerian Illuminati were expert navigators of the river Hades, the Styx, the river of shuddering, where people express their terror of death. The Acheron, river of woe. Cocytus, river of cries. Phlegethon, the flaming river that burns souls. The Pyriphlegethon, the river of funeral fire. These rivers surrounded and ran through the infernal region. There was another small river, the Lethe, the river of forgetfulness or oblivion. Once it was believed that as the dead drank from this river, they forgot their former earthly existence, and all their memories dissolved, taking their identity with it. According to the theory of reincarnation, each soul, about to be born into a new body, drank from the Lethe to forget its previous life. If you didn't drink enough, you might recall memories of your past life. If you drank too much, you might also wipe out all memories of Plato's eternal, perfect, immutable forms, and be very stupid. So if you watch this, you're definitely getting some illumination, in secret society knowledge, because this is talking about, going to the other side and all the different rivers in of Hades, the river Lethe being the one of like forgetfulness. However much you drink of that river is how much you remember or forget when you come back into life through reincarnation. So, I am remembering a lot of my, like, as much of my past lives as I can remember. Like Atlantis, like Lemuria, medieval times, Japan, like every single time I've been alive in. Like World War II, I have memories of like every time. Like, and that's because I've lived in each one. So obviously in this life I died in my last life, and then when I got to the other side, I'm like, I ain't drinking shit. I'm like, I ain't drinking shit. So but that can lead to like a madness and stuff, Kundalini awakening and stuff. Mostly the reason why it can lead to that is because the whole world around you does not remember shit. So that's why you spend a lot of time alone when you're going through awakening, because most people around you haven't gotten into full awakening. When you become one of the enlightened ones, one of the radical few, like definitely 1 in a million, which is what the Illuminati say their numbers are. So the Cimmerian Illuminati were so shrouded in darkness, so stealthy, like ninja. The Charon, the ferryman, could not distinguish them from the souls of the dead, or could not detect them at all. They could thus come and go on Charon's ferry, the boat for transporting the dead to their final destination. Yeah. That explains what's up with me, though, because like I came in on a Pisces, double Pisces, always interested in secrets, mysteries, illusions. I study ninjutsu, created my own form of ninjutsu, like Osirian ninjutsu is my form of ninjutsu. And it is all about stealth, and I am one of the Cimmerian Illuminati that's obviously able to traverse the worlds, and get past the ferryman, because the ferryman can't even detect me, because I've experienced the experience. I'm not saying I'm the only one. There are definitely others, but they are few. And but I am definitely saying I am one of them. So I can go into the world of the dead. I can go into the world of the gods. Like I already know that. I already can go multi-dimensional. And that is that's definitely valuable. So souls were brought down from the upper world by Hermes, the soul god, Psychopompus. The Cimmerian Illuminati made friends with Hermes. He was their favorite god, able to travel to the heavens, to the earth, to the underworld, and also to the land of dreams. Access all areas exactly as they desired. It just explains everything with what I like, my whole Gnostic belief, illumination, my whole book, Sun of the Morning, I wrote with 33 degrees. Each degree is actually a degree of the Emerald Tablets of Atlantis, of Thoth, who is Hermes, because Thoth is Hermes Trismegistus, and the born thrice great, like and Thoth, Hermes Trismegistus, also Mercury, and I forgot. Shit, I forgot who the other one. But yeah, that is, the Psychopompus, the one that is the guide of people between worlds. So that definitely gives a connection of my relation with the deity Hermes. Because I actually wrote a book, like with 33 degrees of the Emerald Tablets of Atlantis in the book. So I mean, I have a connection with Hermes, which is who the Illuminati call the Psychopompus, which the Illuminati are friends with, because the Illuminati are the ones in this world, that are definitely connected to the divine. So the Cimmerian Illuminati were undetectable by Cerberus, the guard dog of Hades. Cerberus was a monster with 3 heads and a tail of snakes. He stopped any souls from escaping, but he could not stop the Cimmerian Illuminati from coming and going at their whim. And this is like explaining like my whole soul's purpose, because like my whole soul, I'm like when I started awakening, I'm like, I want to be a Templar, I want to be in the Illuminati, I want to be a ninja, I want to know all the knowledge, I want to know all the secrets. And then 8 years later, I am a Templar, I am a Freemason, I am in the Illuminati. Like, I am getting the access to the secrets, and like I'm learning, obviously, how not to be detectable by ferrymans and 3-headed dogs, so I can get access into these other realms, because there's more going on than meets the eye. And it's clear that, be careful what you wish for, because you're going to get it, because that's what I was wishing for, and that's what I'm experiencing right now, and that's what's led me to the enlightened ones. Is my desire and passion to know all the secrets and mysteries and knowledge. The Greeks imagined that the dead were incorporeal images of their former selves, rays, phantoms, spectral representations, ghosts, immaterial doubles. They lost their mind, they lost their consciousness, they lost their memory, and their identity. According to the Odyssey, the dead must drink blood to recover their consciousness and power of speech. Only the seer Tiresias retained his consciousness and judgment in the underworld. Persephone, queen of the underworld, permitted Tiresias to keep his memory in mind. The soul in the underworld goes into a state of potentiality. Only lifeblood can restore it to actuality. If it never gets any blood, the soul just fades away, lost in limbo of potentiality forever. The ghost of the average wandered the asphodel meadow. The evil went to Tartarus, and the good to the Isles of the Blessed or the Elysian Fields. Oh man, that is good to know. The ghost of the average wandered the asphodel meadow. The evil went to Tartarus, and the good to the Isles of the Blessed of the Elysian Fields. So that's what that's what the three of the conscious, the people that are going the darkness, the Ignavi, or the enlightened ones, the Illuminati, and those are the 3 places. So choose wisely. Until next time.